Hey everyone, this is Paige from Traditional Catholic Femininity. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, hello, wherever you are. And this video today is inspired by a question that a TCF reader sent to me, and she wanted me to put forward that question to the TCF community to get their input, to their advice and what have you. So basically, she sent me this question. She shared an experience that she had, and then she wanted advice, not just from myself, but from the rest of the TCF family. And so I posted her request on TradCatFem Facebook page, and there were so many good responses. I am honestly so proud of our TCF family because I just love the way we are all able to advise and inspire each other and also warn each other. And basically just provide general advice. And she got advice from both men and women, because I said I would love it if men could also provide some feedback. So you really should become a part of the TCF family if you haven't already. If you're on Facebook, be sure to like my Facebook page. If you're on Instagram, come join me on Instagram and Twitter. And of course, make sure you are a member of the TCF exclusive YouTube channel membership. Click that join button right above the subscribe button. So basically, I'm going to go quickly into what she shared and what happened basically, and some of the advice that the TCF family gave to her. So basically, she met a guy. That's the essence of the story. She met a guy through, I think, an online dating app or something, and they were just chatting for a few. He lives in a different country. They don't even live in the same country. He lives in Asia, East Asia. I think she said China, Japan, Korea, Vietnam, one of those places. I can't remember. She didn't specify. So he lives in that country and she lives in Europe, and there's like an 8-hour difference between them. So she met him on this dating app, and they exchanged numbers, and they started messaging each other off the app. But it was very it was a good amount of contact. He wasn't too heavy, and he wasn't like he would message maybe every day, every other day, just casual stuff. Nothing sexual, nothing like send me pictures or videos. Sometimes he would send her voice memos and she would respond in kind, always match a guy's energy. If he's don't do more than what he's doing, basically matches energy. So it continued that way. They texted each other, but he never called her. You see, that's the red flag right there. If a guy is interested in you or trying to show romantic interest in you, why wouldn't he have at least one phone call or video call? So he never asked her for a phone call or video call. That's the first red flag. And then after about 4 weeks or so, he says, "Oh, I'm coming to your country because the company I work for in his country, they are having an international conference, and it's being held in your city. So I'm coming to your country." And she goes, "Oh, okay, that's nice." He hadn't been to that country before, so she said, "Oh, make sure you take in the sights and have fun." There was no discussion about, "Oh, I'm going to see you, I'm going to meet up with you," anything like that. If his primary purpose was for work, right? And she didn't want to push it or say, "Oh, are we going to meet up?" anything like that. She wasn't even really that interested in him at that point in that way, because the conversation between them has just been very formal and kind of friend-like. So he came to her country. He had his work conference. He would send her pictures every day of what he was doing at work and all the sights he was seeing. And the conference itself was about 3 or 4 days, but then he spent an extra 3 days by himself after his work obligations finished, and he says, "I'm free now. I would like to see you." So she told her about it. She said, "Okay, yeah, sure. We can meet up for drinks." So she met him for. She was thinking, "I'm just gonna meet him for drinks, and I'll say hello, hi there. Hope you had fun in my country, and we'll be like good friends, because so far he'd been good friends." So she went and she met with him for a drink, and according to her, they just really hit it off. The sparks flew. Uh-oh. And for the next 3 days of his trip, he asked to see her every day so he could spend time with her, and they spent a lot of time together, visiting all the sites and attractions in her city, going out, eating, just getting to know each other. And she said to me, "I know I shouldn't have let this happen, but he kissed me, and I wasn't expecting it, and I just kind of allowed it to happen." Well, yeah. So he kissed her, and apparently, there was clearly like a physical attraction there. So she was hoping, and then he told her that he loved her. He was basically just gushing all over her. "I want you to come back to my country. I can't wait to see you again. I don't want to go back. Oh, I just wish I could take you with me. I love you. I'm in love with you so much. I didn't even expect that I would fall in love like this. Blah, blah, blah." Right? So it seems to be going well, right? It started off real cool. They met each other physically, and sparks flew up, and he went back to his country, and she was hoping that when he went back to his country, he would keep the same energy, right? He would video call her regularly or voice call her regularly, and make arrangements quickly to either come see her again, this time without using work as an expense or as an excuse, or he would invite her over to his country and, of course, pay for her flight tickets. So he kept up the same energy-ish when he got back, for about a week, 1 week. And then he just became cold, and he wouldn't respond to her messages immediately. And then she got worried, because it's like he suddenly dropped off. And then he came back a few days later and said, "Oh, it's because I was sick. I had COVID." And he sent her a picture of a COVID test. Yeah, an excuse, right? And then she said, "Oh, I hope you get better, blah, blah, blah." And at this point, right, if a guy does this, I'm thinking he's gonna run out of using COVID as an excuse. So and then so she said, "Okay, fine, I hope you get better." And then he continued to be like cold and distant towards her. He wouldn't respond or even open her message for like an entire weekend. And she's thinking, "Oh my gosh, does he live with someone?" But he comes from a culture where unmarried people do not live together. It would be seen like a huge scandal. And he has a job that is a very responsible kind of job. So he wouldn't want to do anything that would jeopardize his position and his reputation. So he couldn't be living with someone, could he? And she knew that he was single. He was definitely single, divorced. But he wouldn't open up her messages for like the entire weekend. And it drove her crazy, which is probably what he wanted. So he was sending her message. She was sending him messages. "Are you okay? Let me know what's going on. I mean, I don't understand. Why are you so cold? What did I do? If you don't want to see, if you don't want us to be in contact anymore, just let me know, blah, blah, blah." And so after several days, he comes back and he tells her this. "Oh, I really, really like you. I still love you. I'm still in love with you, but due to the distance, I just feel like we should just be friends, and we should just keep things casual. Oof, she was crushed, understandably, right? Understandably. And she said, "Oh, okay." She knows by now that you should never ever chase a guy, right? So she says, "Okay, I understand." And then she left it be. And then she didn't read his messages anymore. Meanwhile, after she sent that message, "I understand, I'll leave you alone," he started chasing after her. "Oh, no, 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 please, please don't be angry at me, I still love you, I still care." It's almost like he was shocked or disappointed that she just accepted his decision, and she wasn't going to be crazy and desperate and chasing after him. She just going, "Oh, okay, I understand, I accept the decision," and then she left him alone. So he goes, "No, no, please don't do that, blah, blah, blah." So, "Are you angry with me?" And she goes, "No, I'm not angry. I'm just, obviously disappointed, but, it's your decision." And then he continues to, at this point, now he decides he wants to now start showing her more affection and attention, right? She went into detail with me about this, right? So now he's now sending her pictures of himself every day at work. Again, it's like he messages her, he sends her messages and pictures or what have you when he's at work, outside of when he's not at home. So when he's at home from like 6 p.m. in the evening to like 7 p.m. the other day, she can't reach him, or he doesn't read the messages and he doesn't respond. So I'm thinking at this point, it could be that he has a different work phone that he keeps at work. Or maybe he's living with someone that he doesn't want to know. He doesn't want that person to know that he's messaging somebody else. And if that's not the case, he just has, like I said, either way, it's kind of, it's dodgy, isn't it? It's icky, very, very icky. So he's not chasing after her, sending her messages, and then he goes, "Oh, see, he sends pictures of himself, and he goes, 'Send me a picture of yourself too every day.' And she tells him, 'No, sorry, I don't think I can do that. You're not family. I can't send pictures of myself. We already have pictures that we took together when you came to my city. We in Europe, we took a lot of pictures together. So you have all those memories of me, and I just don't feel like I want to be sending pictures of myself to a guy who is not my family and who is not my boyfriend.'" Good girl. My goodness. Good girl. That's exactly how it should be. If a guy is asking for the audacity of this guy. He acted all prim and proper initially, wasn't asking for pictures, and then because he planted a kiss on her face, he's now feel entitled for her to be now sending him pictures. "Oh, I don't want a relationship with you. I don't even want to bother to video call and voice call you, but can you send me pictures of yourself?" What a jerk. So anyway, so she tells him that, and I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of her. But then she starts second guessing herself. "Oh my God, was I being too harsh? Should I have done that?" And blah blah. And that's when she asked the advice of TCF community, and basically all the responses was like, "Nah, nah, nah, you did not overreact. You need to run. This guy's a love bomber, blah blah blah." And I will leave the link to the post so that you can read it, and you can read all the responses that the TCF community, TCF followers on my Facebook page all gave her. Really, really good responses. So, and I just love that. I love how, we are all able to help each other out and kind of, protect each other, right? So she gave me an update today. So after she told him that, and I said to women that if a guy starts blowing hot and cold with you, or he loves bombs you and then withdraws, don't chase after him. Don't chase after him. Match his energy. If he's not responding to you for 5 days, don't respond to him for 5 days. And that's what she did. And when he brought that up, she said, I'm just giving you the space that you said that you wanted. Good girl. Really good girl. I'm so proud of her. So that's what she said. I'm just giving you the space. So she stopped, throwing herself at him, blah, blah, blah. And then she went away to she focused her energy on other things. So she had a concert that she attended with her friends, and it was she went, I think that was over the weekend or last weekend or something, like last 2 weekends ago or last weekend. I can't quite remember what she said. And so after she didn't message him for an entire weekend, she came back from that weekend, all these desperate messages from him. How does he like it now, right? And she said, oh, sorry, I had a really good weekend with my friend, and we went to this concert, and she sent him pictures from the concert. And he goes, oh, I'm not really familiar with that kind of music. And then he says, this is the kind of music that I like. This is a man that he's in his late 40s, right? So he says that this is the kind of music that I like. And then he sends a link to a YouTube singer, a YouTube song. He sends a YouTube link to a song, very, very romantic song. Again, he's trying to get in her head and mess with her head. I don't want a relationship with you. I don't want to do a voice call with you. I'm pretty sure he sounds that way too. I don't want to do voice call with you or video call with you, and I don't want us to have a relationship serious because of the distance. But I just want you to keep treating me like I'm your boyfriend. Like, what the hell? Shut up. Shut up. So he sends her this link to this romantic picture, trying to turn her head and love bomb her again. This man. And she sent me the screenshot of her response. She just said, oh, thanks for this song. I hope you had a good day at work. Have a good evening, basically. That was about 6-7 days before she sent me this update. So basically her response, she didn't respond to his love bombing. She didn't gush over it. She became cool and distant. So, and she's basically, withdrawing herself emotionally, as she should do. When a guy tells you, oh, I don't want an investment, I don't want to invest in a relationship with you, she pulled herself back emotionally to protect herself. Good for her. That is the right action. That's the proper thing to do. But now he's butthurt and he's upset that she doesn't want to send him pictures. And now he's probably thinking, oh, she's probably met somebody at the concert and she's probably seen someone. That's why she's now cold and distant towards me. Wah, wah, wah. And now he's probably trying to punish her by being cold again and not responding to her messages again. And he's probably thinking his old trick where he withdrew and she was chasing after him. Are you okay? Where are you? Why are you not responding? He's probably thinking that's going to work this time, but it's not. She's already over it. She's seen the responses from the TCF community. She's messaged me. She's told me how much it's really, really helped her and that she's just moving on from him. And she's been reading all of my articles. And this guy, late 40s, and he's playing stupid games. Do these men ever grow up? I have a theory that if a guy is toxic, no, it's not actually, it's not a theory, it's scientific fact, The prefrontal cortex of the brain, the front lobe of the brain, um, reaches full maturity by late 20s. So that is the part of the brain that is responsible for judgment and critical thinking. That's the last part of the brain to develop, by the way. So if a guy is making stupid decisions, acting toxic and what have you, past the age of 30, stick a fuck in him. He's done. He's never ever gonna change. He's gonna keep on being that way forever. He's gonna get worse. So when you see these older men, especially men over 30, like acting toxic, manipulation and all of this nonsense, they are never ever going to change that behavior. Just don't deal with them anymore. Don't deal with them. And some of them are so dumb that they are actually listening to red pill misogynistic content and all that nonsense. But we girls, we're waking up, right? We're waking up, right? We're seeing their manipulation and we're just not buying into it anymore. So, yay, I love that for us. So basically, this video is basically to tell you that this is a very common tactic that manipulators and red pill men use, right? As for this lady, this TCF raider, she's moving on with her life. She's, spending time with friends, continue with her online dating thing and, not focusing on this guy anymore, which is, I'm happy for her. Don't ever let a man suck up your energy, your time, your peace of mind like that. Ever. This man could easily come back to see her. He's capable of it. He has a very good job from what she told me. So it's not like he doesn't have the money to do that, to come visit her or even pay for her flight ticket to come to his country. He can. He just doesn't want to. He probably likes to collect women in all the countries that he visits and then have them send him pictures and videos of themselves all day long, every day. He's a perv. He's a jerk. An asshole. So sorry. But so, like I was saying, a common tactic the manipulators and these useless, worthless red pill men like to use is they love bomb you. In fact, a TCF reader left a comment saying that is what they discuss on their forums in the manosphere. All these forums for men, how to manipulate women, and basically they love bomb you by showing you a lot of interest or attention or affection initially. And some of them will even try to kind of move things forward physically and sexually, like try to get you to have sex with them really quickly or have some kind of physical intimacy, like a kiss or something like that, or make out session. They do this really quickly, not just because they want to use your body for sex, but also to get you really, really quickly attached to them, because they know that women will bond with a guy through oxytocin, and oxytocin gets released when we have sex with someone. For women, it doesn't work that way with men. Men don't bond with women through oxytocin. I'll leave a link below on why men don't bond after sex. So if you're the type that thinks, I'll just have sex with him and it will make him love me more, you are thinking from a girl perspective. That's what will make you love him more. But it doesn't work the other way for men. Men don't bond after sex. In fact, they lose interest very quickly after sex, and there's a reason for that. I'll leave the link to that article below. This is why the longer you hold out on sex with him, the more it shows that he is really, really serious about you. Because when you have sex with him quickly, or even physical intimacy, even a kiss, it was way too early for her to have that kiss with him. Don't give a guy a kiss until at least week 3 or week 4. And even then, just a light peck. So anyway, so this red pill men, so they know that women bond physically through sex. And they don't bond physically through sex. That's why they can have sex with multiple women all day, every day. They can cheat on their wives, have sex with, or cheat on their girlfriends and have sex with other women and, not feel anything for either their wife or the person they're having sex with. It's just a physical release for them. Like how they feel, like how they release themselves when they have a pee, when they urinate. It's a release for them. It's a physical release. It's not emotional. There's no emotional, passionate attachment there. It is kind of sad, but unfortunately, that's the way the male body and the male mind works. They don't bond through sex. If you want to know how to bond with a guy, it's not through sex. I'll leave a link to that below. But this red pill men misogynists today, because they want to use women quickly and then throw them away, move on to the next, like the parasites that they are, they try to move things really quickly sexually. And then once they see, or once they know that you are now attached to them because they've been physical with you, they've kissed you, had sex with you, what have you, then they start to pull back from you. It's all a game for them. Playing with your heart, messing with your brain, turning you crazy. It's all fun and games to them. Sick, isn't it? So that's when their interest starts to get less. They now start focusing their attention on chasing other newer prey than other women that they haven't locked down yet. Oh, they've got you locked down now because now you're attached to them. So they're going to put you on the shelf and go chase after other new people. And that's when their interest and their attention starts to get less. They just want things casual. Oh, we just want I just want us to be friends. Oh, I'm just not ready for a relationship right now. Blah, 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 yada, yada. All the bullshit. What they want at this point is for you to go crazy and desperate and start chasing after them and sending them messages and all of that stuff. Don't do this. Don't do this. Recognize it exactly for what it is and just tell them exactly like what my TCF reader said. Okay, I accept your decision. Either you pull back or you match their energy. If they don't call you, don't call them. If they don't text you for 2 days, don't text them for 4 days. Multiply it by 2. I'm so unserious. No, I'm actually quite serious. If they don't text you for 2 days, don't text them back for 4 days. Match their energy and then some. And then if they actually come back and try to act like nothing happened. Oh, how are you? How's a good day? You just, match their energy and tell, oh yeah, I've been good. I went out with friends. Let them know that you are not basically spending your life waiting by the phone for them, being miserable and crying all night. You're actually out there living your life and hanging out with friends. It might plant a seed in their mind that, you're having fun without them, or that maybe you've met somebody else. It's not manipulation if you're actually going out and having fun. So you should be going out and having fun. And even if you're not going out and having fun, still don't tell them, oh, I've been just really busy with work and work has been great. Work has been crazy. And, just don't let them know in any way, shape or form that they are hurting you, because they are vampires. They want to feed off your pain. It makes them feel smug, smart, and superior over you. It's narcissistic. Yes, it is. Makes them feel like they have power over you. And the way to cut off these people, and if you show them pain or show them that they have power over you, they will just escalate that behavior and continue to do or say things to hurt you more and more and more and more. Some of them actually probably get off on the idea of you killing yourself over them. So don't do it. Just shut it down. Be cold. Be a grey rock. Be indifferent. Be unemotional towards them. And once they realize they cannot feed off your energy like the vampires that they are, there's no energy for them to feed off. They will leave you alone. They'll probably ghost you forever. If they ghost you and they come back, say, after 2 weeks, don't even respond to them. Just block them and move on. Don't respond to ghosts ever. If it's been like a week, yeah, you can respond to them. If he actually leaves it for like 2 weeks or more, don't respond. Block him and just move on. Let him sit with that. Be a ghost. Be a ghost to them. Oh, you don't exist to me anymore. And this tactic, it's kind of lame that they are still using this tactic because it's such an old. I guess they continue to use it because it works on some women who are gullible and foolish or just uneducated on the things. That is why I wrote my article on the early dating red flags of a predator, sociopath, abuser, manipulator, etc. I'll put a link to that article below. It's one of my consistently viral articles because it really just tells you all the manipulation tactics that men use. I wrote the article over at least 4 or 5 years ago, and it's still applicable today. The men are so dumb, they are still using the same old tricks. Can't teach a old dog new tricks, right? They're using the same old tricks. So read that article. You don't have to wait for like years or months to know if a guy is manipulating you. You will be able to tell very, very quickly within the first few weeks. And then you can, deuces, check yourself out of there really quickly. Shut them down. Share the article so that more women, and share this video as well, so that more women and more people are aware. Because if more people are aware of this nonsense and the manipulation tactics that this type of men use, then their games will not work anymore. Maybe they might be actually forced to actually start, being respectable, decent, normal human beings. I wouldn't hold out much hope. But either way, you can save yourself a lot of pain and heartache and save, the next woman a lot of pain and heartache from getting involved with, this a-holes. So basically what this TCF lady, what she basically went through was blowing hot and cold and love bombing and then withdrawing. The moment a guy is initially hot and heavy on you and then all of a sudden starts to respond less or seems cold, just block him instantly. If you haven't exchange numbers, or even if you have exchange numbers, you haven't gone on dates, just block him instantly. Don't even engage with that sort of behavior. Don't chase after him. They want to be chased so bad. They want to be women. They don't want to chase after women. Oh my gosh, no, that's just too much hard work for them. They are lazy, effeminate men. They want you, the woman, to now be the man and to chase after them, to pursue them. They want you to pursue them. It's disgusting, really. Really. So what's wrong with the men of today? What's wrong with the men of today? What's wrong with them? If a guy's truly interested in you, he will chase after you and he will keep on chasing after you and he will maintain that energy. He will not stop until he has married you and put a ring on your finger. And also along those lines, even if you're in a relationship with him, until he has put a ring on your finger, don't call him your boyfriend. I'll put a link to the video below on why you should never ever call a guy your boyfriend. He hasn't earned it. He doesn't deserve that title. Don't call him your boyfriend. So I'm so proud of my TCF reader. If you're not part of the community, you really should join the community. There's just so much valuable information that I give out and that the TCF family share among each other. Not just to do with relationships, but with life in general, work, career, family, marriage, all of that stuff. So come follow me on all of my socials and make sure you're also a member of the TCF exclusive channel membership. So okay, so that's it. Well done to the CCF lady, and yeah, good luck to her. And I'm sure she will find. I hope she will find a good guy soon. Oh, anyway, so hope this video helps, and hope this video was entertaining and maybe a little bit informative and helpful. And hope you're having a good start to your week. Take care. And God bless you all in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.